Hello. Hello. Ooh. Hold on, let me get something to pop me up. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Normally I'd be more prepared than this, child. I swear. How y'all doing on this Friday Eve? Y'all ready for Friday to come on? Hi Tony, hi Janet, hi Sunflower. Y'all ready for this Friday to come? I know I'm ready for Friday to come. I see a lot of people say yes. Yeah, I know everybody do. Okay. Let me see. Can y'all see me? Because I know I'm a little bit high. There we go. Y'all can see me, right? Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Did y'all miss me? Girl, I wish I could say payday, but hey, I'm rich. I got my kids, so hey. But y'all miss me? I know y'all have been seeing me for the past couple of days. I used to go live every day. But starting next week, I'm going to get back on track. Just been very busy. Hello, how you doing? Bish. How about I just call you Roy? How you doing, Roy? Oh, really? Hey, Janet, how you doing? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. Shoot. I send my prayers your way. Well, I know I was a little bit delayed because I said on my post I was coming on at 5, but it's like 5. Please, thank you. Double tap on the screen, please, and please push the thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel if this is your first time coming. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta make that money to pay them bills. I know how that feels. But now it's 5:07. And I know a lot of people probably gonna go to the activity that Kitty K is having today. Is dealing with subscribers and everything. Hi. Hey, Pride Mixed Child. How you doing? So I don't want to hold y'all up too long, but I'm going to try to make sure I hit to that hour mark today. Okay? So everybody can, do what they need to do. Because I know it's Friday Eve and everybody want to chill out and, So the topic that I have for today is to have respect for yourself. Have respect for yourself. And like I be saying all the time, the topics that I be talking about all the time, it's experiences that I've been through, and y'all probably been through them, but probably none of y'all haven't been through them because, it's all about life journeys and life experience that we go through. So it's no judgment or any of that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the topic is how to respect yourself. And the first lesson of that is stop looking for who is not looking for you. I'm going to say it again. Stop looking for who is not looking for you. Basically, that could be in a number of ways, but people would look at it as if you are trying to get with a person or be in a relationship with a person and you force it, that means you're looking for who is not looking for you. Basically, you forcing the situation. If you want to get into a relationship or a job or something, sometimes you don't have to look so hard. You let it come to you. Let God lead it to you. Because when you always looking and that person is not looking for you, you forcing situations to happen in your life. Hi, Tina, how you doing? So instead of you forcing it, if you just came in, do you mind putting the thumbs up for me and double tap on the screen? And if you did not subscribe to my channel, please do so. You are more than welcome to come here to learn lessons. And if you're grieving from a loss, you're more welcome to come here and talk about your loss. But right now, we sitting here talking about the topic of how to respect yourself. And okay, sweetie. And the first one that I had just named, stop looking for stop looking for who is not looking for you. And what I was saying was basically, if somebody is not looking for you, don't look for it. Anything that pertains to a relationship or anything that's pertaining in your life, because you should naturally let it come to you. You don't supposed to go to it, because if that person is not interested in you and you looking for that person and you expect them to look for you, that's going to hurt your feelings. So that's why you should let things naturally come to you than you forcing it. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of us do that. If we desire something, we want to force everything. Hey, Britt, how you doing? Everybody likes to force. Hey, motherhood, how you doing? How you doing? How you feeling? And I saw the pictures of your family. They were that was really nice. I'm gonna check some more of your stuff out today. And but a lot of us, we do that. We have a tendency of doing that. So you just have to let things happen naturally and don't push it. Just like with monetize. Everybody wants to get monetized. Some people don't want to get monetized. But if you sit there and try to force the situation to happen, sometimes you might bite off as much that you ask for. And for me, I'm not trying to rush the process. I'm just going to let the situation happen when it happens. But it's just a blessing that I made it here. And, I'm on the journey that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to rush anything at all. I'm just going to let God take his course. The next one is going to be stop begging others. Stop begging others.
You've got mail.
Work for what you need and work for what you want. You don't have to keep on begging the next person for something. Now, it's necessary for you to do that if you have children or if it's an emergency. But sometimes you shouldn't make it a habit to beg for something. Everybody has been on this earth and already know that in order for you to get something, you have to work for it. Everything's not free. You got to pay for something some way, somehow. So it's okay to do that type of stuff if it pertains to your children, if it pertains for an emergency that's necessary. But for you to continuously ask for something, hey, James, how you doing? How you doing, James? I'm doing good. And but basically, don't make it a habit. Because when you sit there and do that, it might get to a point that an individual might sit there and say, well, dang, you asking for this a whole lot. you don't work. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? And they're gonna be like, you don't work. I mean, you don't got no job. I mean, like, what's up? Why I gotta constantly do this for you and do that for you? You know what I'm saying? So don't always feel like that you have to go to the next person and ask them for something, or always have to beg. Because if it was meant for you to have it, God is gonna find a way for you to have it. But if it's meant for you to really have it, it will come your way. But you have to give it time. You see what I'm saying? So don't constantly beg people for stuff. Because like I said, everybody has to find some type of way to get what they need to get. You see what I'm saying? Because everything's not, it's not easy for everybody to get what they want, what they really want. You see what I'm saying?
You've
That's
got
exactly
mail.
what I mean. Patience is always a virtue, and it's a reward at the end. Sometimes it might work
You've
out
got
later
mail.
in life, but at the same time, it was well worth it. Okay. Stop saying more than is necessary. Stop saying more than is necessary. Basically, to sum it up, it's up to you if you want to tell your business or something like that. But sometimes in life, you shouldn't tell more than what you're supposed to tell. Because a lot of people have a tendency of basically to tell all your business, and sometimes hold it against you. Or you could be friends with someone, and you sometimes would have to keep it, private.
You've
Not
got
private
mail.
like that, like you ashamed of the person. But sometimes you shouldn't say a lot of things out your mouth that's not necessary. Sometimes you have to keep it behind the scenes. Sometimes you have to keep it to yourself. And sometimes you right, motherhood. Sometimes you have to talk to yourself and have an imaginary friend that is your friend, and you can talk to yourself and let them know, and then they can act like they can keep a secret for you. Because a lot of people, they like to, when they know your business, because like I said, I told my truth about my life, and I did it for the first time. And I know a lot of people might have heard it. Maybe a lot of people have not heard it. But the one thing that I know for a fact, and I took a chance on this. Somebody might sit there and tell my business, but guess what? I don't have to be ashamed of that because I said my truth. So I'm not going to feel guilty about anything that I tell people because I feel I was willing to say it. But if you don't want everybody to know your business or anything like that, and you're a private person, sometimes you need to not say more than what is necessary, because sometimes people can hold it over your head. And then when they hold it over your head, then you're going to have a guilty conscience. Then when you have a guilty conscience, then you're going to be upset, be crying and everything like that. But if you know for a fact that you can handle the truth of whatever you put out there, you don't have no shame at all. You shouldn't have no shame. You should not be ashamed of it. And then on top of that, you should not be walking around with your head down. You should have your head up because you know your truth. You know your truth. But if you don't want people to know stuff that's not necessary, keep it to yourself. And I learned it I learned that plenty of times. I've been hurt plenty of times. But now, since I've been doing this and knowing my truth and being honest, there's nothing that anybody can say to me that can hurt me. But if you don't want anybody to know more than what you want them to know, keep it to yourself. That's the safe route to go. Okay? Number 4, when people disrespect you, confront them immediately. When people disrespect you, you confront them immediately. I'm going to just say this. When people sometimes disrespect you, it is good for you to confront them immediately. But at the same time, sometimes you don't have to open your mouth and say anything to them. Because they would know right off the bat if they disrespected you or not. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't used to think like this. Sometimes when people disrespect you, they might not notice until you stay real quiet. And then your body language change. And then when your body language change, then that's when they know they did something wrong. It might be true what I'm saying right here that you should confront the person automatically, but sometimes you might have to stay silent. Hello, how you doing? That's true too. But then sometimes that's true. But sometimes you don't have to confront the person right away. Because the person who disrespected you is going to know when they messed up. It's all about the energy. It's all about the body language. It's all about the communication. Because some people, they might not remember when they did it. But if you be a certain way to a person and you don't say nothing to them, and then your body language change, they're going to know. So it's really not necessary for you to, it is good sometimes to confront that person right away. But at the same time, you should let them figure them out for themselves. Because when you confront them right away, like I said, you wasting energy by talking. When you talk so much and want to confront a person, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that take a lot of energy for you to talk, to try to talk to the person and let them know, look, you did this, look, you did this. But sometimes it goes by the language, the body language, and the way you act. They're going to know when they did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? They're going to know. You probably might not think they won't know, but they know. Probably. And sometimes you maybe have to just leave it be. You probably sometimes have to leave it be and let nature take its course. Because like I said, if you try to talk about it or something like that, it's a lot of energy that you're using by talking to them. And then when you let out more energy and everything like that, what is the point of you constantly doing that? And then you wasting your energy. They're not wasting their energy on you. So why should you waste your energy on them? And they the one that disrespected you, so you should let them come to you instead of you going to them.
You've got mail.
But everybody, it's up to anybody that wants to do what they want to do. You're entitled to do what you want to do. But at the same time, it's just better for you not to have so much energy put out to that situation, because it's going to drain you. Okay. That's cool. I don't disagree with you. It's disagree or not agree and disagree. That's how I'm going to put it. It's no right or wrong answers. These topics that we had, there's no right or wrong answers. People have their opinions. I'm not going to get mad about it. And you're not going to get mad about it. But I respect your answer. But I'm not going to disagree with it or agree. It's just going to be in between because we have different opinions. Well, you have to give that person some time. You got to give that person some time. Sometimes that person needs some time. Okay, let me hurry up and get to the next one real quick, okay? Number 5, don't eat other people's food more than they eat yours. Ha ha ha. Don't eat other people's food more than they eat yours. Baby, I know a lot of us had did this right here. And now I ain't gonna lie. If I don't be having some food up in here, sometimes I be eating my dad's food. But at the same time, if I sit there and eat my dad's food or drink his tea or something like that, guess what? I'm going to tell him. Now, back in the day, I didn't used to tell him because I used to just go ahead and sneak and eat his food and just don't tell him nothing. I didn't even give him the money for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny when they got this up here because I'm like, damn, that makes me think about basically when you don't eat other people's food more than they eat yours. Meaning that if you got food in the refrigerator and they got food in the refrigerator, and you eat theirs more than they eat yours, meaning that you eating up their food that they got, then you eating yours. So basically you taking from them, but you're not taking your own food. That's what it's basically saying. Right. Just like with my kids, like sometimes when I buy groceries, my kids, they eat up my food, but they know they're going to eat it up. You know, they're going to eat it up and they know they can't replace it. You see what I'm saying? So when you sit there and take, hey, Ryan, what's going on? When you keep on taking from that next person, but then they're not taking from you, and you're not trying to return them, you're not trying to return it, you're not trying to put it back, that's disrespectful as hell, because that's like you eating somebody else's food. Hey, Precious. That's like you eating up somebody else's food, and then you just gonna walk away, and then they're gonna ask you if you want to pay for some more food to come back. And then you looking at them crazy, especially when you don't have no job. Now, when you sitting there eating up people's food and you don't got no job, that's 10 times worse. So, to have respect for yourself, if you're going to eat somebody else's food and you're going to eat more of their food than your own, can you at least give them the money for it? Or at least give them some of your food? So y'all can try each other's food and be like, oh, this tastes good. Maybe I might get some in the near future, or offer to go to the store and replace whatever you ate. That's what I do with my dad. Because like I said, when I drank his tea, like for example, I drank his tea yesterday, right? His sweet tea. And I drank like 3 cups of it. And so I said to myself, well, if my dad asked me if I drank his tea, then I'm going to tell him I drank his tea. But he knows when I do grocery shopping or whatever, I buy the necessities that I need in this house. And also when he asked me to get him some grape juice or something like that, I go and give him some grape juice because he asked me for it. So, it's a win-win situation. But when I was younger, because I'm about to turn 42 next month. Well, this coming month actually, because August the 1st is tomorrow. But when I was immature back in the day and didn't care about that, now since he's getting older and I'm starting to become a person that's more wiser and everything like that, I'm starting to understand now how respectful it is for you to replace people's stuff when you eat them or when you drink it. And then like what Precious just said, I didn't miss your comment, when you sat there and said groceries are expensive nowadays, groceries are very expensive nowadays. Groceries are so expensive that the freaking eggs, some of the eggs that they sell in the store cost $9, depending on what store that you go to. If you get an 18 pack, or if you get a 12 pack soda, the freaking sodas, they could be on sale for freaking, I don't know. They might do like 10 for $12 sometimes. I can't remember the price because I don't really drink. So no, let me say that back. I don't drink as much soda as I used to. I drink zero sugar drinks because me and Tierra, my daughter, we on a diet kick right now, and we've been drinking a lot of water. But my family, we constantly drink water, and now we drinking sugar drinks. That's zero. So that's the kick that we on right now. But yeah, but to respect yourself, if you eat somebody's stuff or whatever, just make sure that you replace it. And don't be trifling and just eat their stuff, more stuff than theirs, and then you eat their stuff more than yours, and then they walk around here wondering, well, how I'm going to get this next month or next week. You never know what could happen, you know? That's crazy, though. Okay. The next one is reduce how often you visit some people, especially if they are disrespectful. Well, that's a good one. Reduce how often you visit people, especially if they don't, not disrespectful, if they really like disrespectful to you. Basically, when you do that, when you constantly go over to somebody's house on a consistent basis, sometimes it might seem like you outstaying your welcome. And by respecting yourself, maybe you should tone down, going to the person's house. Because sometimes when you go there consistently all the time and be chilling over there and stuff like that, it's almost like you outstaying your welcome. You know what I mean? Because I know that I have a best friend that I've known for 20 years, and I only been at her house, right? Because I only been to her house a couple of times, but I try not to make it a regular basis to go over to her house all the time, because of the simple fact that she got stuff going on at home, just like I got stuff going on at home. And if she come over to my house, she would call me, let me know she coming over. Then I call her, let her know I'm about to come over, because I was going to try to make arrangements. I was going to try to make arrangements to go over to her house to visit her mom on my birthday, because I haven't seen her mom in a minute. Hello! Door was unlocked, so I knocked and came in. How you doing, buddy? Here go the Rose, man. How you doing? So I was going to try to make arrangements to go and see her, because her mother is sick and everything. So I had to see my mom Dukes because I missed her. But anyway, but yeah, sometimes it can come off very disrespectful if consistently come over someone's house, and and they can get a little bit disrespectful. Sometimes you need to not outstay your welcome and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So to be on the respect line, try to make sure you don't go over their house and outstay your welcome. Try to go there every once in a while and not on a continual basis, because at some point they're going to come out their mouth disrespectful and be like, when you going to go home? Are you going to move in? Because if you move in, you got to pay some rent. You know what I'm saying? Why, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Try to pass out the rose to all the ladies in the chat, Thank you. All right, the next person. Hello, how you doing? You look You look like you new. How you doing today? If you new coming into my chat room and to my page, please subscribe and like this live. You are more than welcome to come through anytime, any place, but I would like for you to subscribe. Thank you so much for the roses. He is passing out roses, ladies. Get ready. Okay, the next one is going to be invest in yourself and make yourself happy. I'm doing great. I'm blessed. Number 7, invest in yourself and make yourself happy. Thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate it. Oh, and you doing the wine too? Boy, you messing up my live, trying to get people drunk and get them tipsy. Ladies and gentlemen, he passing out wine. Go ahead and get some wine. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now, as far as you invest in yourself and make yourself happy, sometimes you have to invest in yourself. You have to. In order for you to grow and do what you need to do and to grow your channel or to grow anything that, thank you. In order for you to grow and to maintain anything that you do, you have to invest in yourself. And you also, okay, thank you. I'll make sure and check you out. But you have to invest in yourself. Hello, how you doing? You have to invest in yourself in order for you to grow. Because if you don't invest into yourself to grow, then that means you didn't make no progress. You know what I'm saying? So in order for you to grow, you have to invest in yourself by basically, like for example, everybody has a page on YouTube. So everybody's trying to find a way to invest themselves and also make sure that they can be able to bring in a maintained income. So in order for you to invest in yourself, you might have to buy more equipment, or you might have to sit there and buddy up with somebody to collab and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a way to invest yourself and make yourself happy. And by you making yourself happy, even though you invest in yourself, but you don't have to go broke to invest yourself. When you invest yourself into something and it's something that you love, that's going to make you happy. Thank you, Robin. Make sure you give me thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hi, Yvette. How you doing? So when you invest in something, you have to make sure you invest in something that's going to make you happy. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm having a live and I'm giving y'all some pointers of life. I love doing that. But in order for me to invest my brand to do what I'm doing, I have to invest in myself. Am I figuring that out? Yes, I am. At some point, I will make it go through. Whatever plans that I'm planning on doing to invest myself, it's going to come through sooner or later. And I'm working on it. I am working on it, and I'm going to make it to the top by working on it. And I'm going to be praying. But when you invest in something that you truly love, it's going to make you happy. And also give it to God so he can give you the strength to make it through. Because y'all also got to remember too, I told y'all before, I'm going to be working 3 jobs. 3 jobs. And be doing this. So I'm going to have to find the strength to do everything at this point. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, if you invest in yourself and make yourself happy, you have to do something that's going to make you happy. But if you invest into something that's not going to make you happy, then it's a waste of time. So try to invest in something that's going to make you happy. If it's not going to make you happy, don't invest into it. Because that's going to be a waste of money and waste of energy. I'm just saying. Okay. Number 8, we got 2 more. I'm trying to wrap this up. All right. Stop entertaining gossip about other people. Say it again. Stop entertaining gossip. Stop entertaining gossip about other people. Let me tell y'all something. I be saying this all the time. All the time. All the time, all the time, all the time. Stop worrying about other people if it doesn't pertain to you. Because when you worry about what people are saying about the next person, or if you worry about what people talk about you, you are wasting a lot of energy thinking about what a person is saying about the next person or what they're saying about you or whatever. If you know that it's not true, leave it alone. It is a waste of energy. It's a waste of time. And it's going to throw your energy off. Who cares if this person did this? Who cares who did that? Who cares who got beat up at the concert last night? Who cares if somebody got drama on YouTube? Who cares? If it's not paying your bills and if it's not putting food on the table or none of that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it because it's a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. And a lot of people don't want to understand that because that's why people's energy be thrown the heck off most of the time because people be worrying about what the next person is doing. And gossiping. Gossiping don't get you nothing but, in a world of trouble. So my thing is, stop worrying about what people doing and stop gossiping because gossiping is it's too much. And plus it's too much drama too. It's too much drama. Okay, the next one is think before you talk. 80% of how people value you is what comes out of their mouth. I'm going to say it again. Think before you talk. 80% of how people value you is what comes out of your mouth. That's a good one. A lot of us, we have a tendency of saying things out of our mouth and don't think about what we say out of our mouth. And we're human. That's what we do. But the other part of this, when it says 80% of people value you is what comes out your mouth, I kind of agree with that. Because sometimes when people say certain things out their mouth, sometimes, and when people say the things that they say, sometimes they might not mean it, but sometimes they do. That's why a lot of people, when they say stuff like, sometimes people might say things out of anger, and even though they say what they say, sometimes people would look at it as that's what they mean. So with this type of situation, it depends on the person. Because 80%, like you said, think before you talk, meaning that you need to watch what you say to a person. Because 80% of people that value you, meaning that they respect you, they will watch what they say out their mouth before they say it. True. But then the other person can know the information, then that other person don't know the information that they know what they say. Sometimes that's it too. So, I mean, it's a 50-50 situation. I mean, I can't say if it's wrong. I'm not saying that it's right. But what I'm saying is that sometimes, like I say, you have to think before you talk sometimes, because you can say stuff out of anger. You can say things out of anger and then you say something. But then 80% of the people that value you will watch what they say out their mouth. Me neither. I'm not looking for no right or wrong answer. That's what this whole thing is about. When people have their opinion, they have their opinion. I'm not getting offensive about that.
You've got mail.
It's a disagreement. It's healthy for people to have disagreements. I don't got no problem with disagreement. Okay, the next one. Well, actually, this is the last one. Always look your best. Dress the way you should be addressed. Oh my goodness. It's a good one. Always look your best. Dress the way you should be addressed. Okay, so basically, if I know. What was I saying? What was I saying? Okay, the dressing part. What my mother used to tell me, and this is the very last one, and we hit it right on the note. What my mom used to tell me, that whatever you put on your body, you're going to attract. You're going to attract something, and somebody's going to address you the wrong way. Like, for example, if you wear like Daisy Dukes and a halter top and you got your boob out, and you want somebody to respect you in a good way, but how do you expect someone to respect you in a good way, but you got your boobs halfway out? Not saying that you don't deserve respect, but it all depends on how you present yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not about a person saying that you don't deserve respect. Everybody deserves respect. But in the society that we're in, you have to remember that the way you present yourself, that's how people going to look at you, even though, yeah, this is his room. This is my dad's room that he's in, yeah. So it's just all about how you respect yourself and how you dress. Because people get the wrong impression of how you dress. Just like I'm teaching my girls right now that whatever stuff that they had got from their family, like with the Daisy Dukes and stuff like that, they are not walking out the house with that on. Because I don't need no man to give an impression that she's easy or whatever. But I know that my daughter's not easy. None of my kids are easy. But it's all about the impression. It's all about the way you present yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way that this society is. And sometimes the society, they might like the fact that you're doing that. But it's just all about how you present yourself. If you present yourself in a certain way, the way that people will perceive it, that's when you get respect. That's true. That's true. And a lot of them like it. But me, my butt too big. I can't be wearing no stuff like that. I'm too big for that. I'd rather have my whole body covered because that's just me. That's just how I am. Yep. That's true. But you're doing it in the wrong way. Okay. But the whole purpose of this topic today, because it's about to hit to, well, it's not about to hit the hour mark, but since it's not going to hit to the hour mark today, I'm going to make sure and do the hour mark tomorrow. But the whole point of this topic today is that all of us are beautiful and handsome women and men, we are beautiful people. All of us deserve respect all the time. But in order for somebody to respect you, you have to respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, then how are you going to expect somebody to respect you? How's that possible? I mean, that's the thing. That's true too. This society jacked up. Either way, if you covered up, even if you're not covered up, society gonna judge you any type of way anyway. So, but I just prefer to protect myself and keep myself covered because I don't need nobody talking about me. Even though I don't care what people think, but I still rather cover myself up. Hey Monique, what's up, girl? You always coming towards the end when I'm finished. You be busy. But yeah, but just always just know that you deserve respect. Everybody deserves respect. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to respect yourself. And if you can't respect yourself, then how are you going to expect anybody? Oh, okay, sweet. I understand that. Cause child, I don't know. I can't wait till I get that process done with me working. But yeah, just make sure that you respect yourself. Cause in order for you to respect, you want somebody to respect you, you have to respect yourself at all costs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, you gotta respect yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and shorten this because I know, like I said, Kendi K is having an event and I know everybody wants to go to it. And I would like to go to it myself. You be up here speaking. Girl, I try to. I try. Like I said, just life experiences. Just life experiences. But I know everybody want to go to that event, but it's always a pleasure for me to talk to y'all, give y'all my life experiences and stuff like that. Starting probably in 2 weeks, maybe about a week, maybe 2 weeks, it's going to be some changes within the group. I'm having some stuff that's going to be coming up that I'm going to be doing. I don't want to say what it is yet because it's a secret. So it's going to be a lot of changes. Okay, it's going to be a lot of changes within the group. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? So it's going to be a lot of changes in the group. So I'm going to keep everybody posted, but I'm still going to start going live 5 days out the week. But again, I'm going to make a lot of changes within the group. That's going to better the group. And that's going to have me continue growing because I'm trying to progress. I'm trying to make growth. And I'm also trying to make a legacy for my children, that's part of my goal. It's a lot of goals that I'm trying to achieve. And I also trying to build a community as well that I'm going to have people that's going to be, supporting me and I support them. And also just trying to make it, trying to build my community up more because I have more plans that I want to achieve and make my my page better. So on that note, I appreciate everybody for coming to my live. This was a great live. I love the debates. I don't get offensive. It's healthy to have debates. And I will check y'all out tomorrow. I promise you I'm going to be on time. I was tardy today because I was just lounging around and spending time with my babies because I'm enjoying every minute of me spending time with my babies and not being so distracted over the phone. Because when sometimes you're so distracted on the phone, spend time with your kids and trying to get your mind right, I love it. So I will see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. And like I always say, I always love my hearts. Mwah. See y'all later. Bye.